Greetings, team. Thank you for joining for yet another episode of Badass Unscripted. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a great week. I was thinking a little bit more about resistance, causes of resistance. One thing I was noticing this week is some of the almost nearsightedness of people who behave as if they have a choice whether or not to embrace agile concepts. Remember, if you haven't listened to a lot of these, you may not know, I don't believe in agile transformation, but I do believe in agile equipping. I believe in having these tools in your toolkit for the times when you need to deliver things more frequently or earlier. It doesn't work for everything, but where it works well. So having the idea that you can just reject or say, this isn't for me, this isn't for us, that may be fine at an individual project, possibly an individual team level. But at an organizational level, it can't be fine. Here's why. Your competitors are doing this. If you're sitting at your desk right now, go look out the window. Look at the nearest office building. Your competitor, he's in there. He's looking at you too. He's watching. He's waiting. He wants to know what you're up to. They're calculating every move, planning their counter moves. And don't think they won't sit there and watch while you take your sign down. Don't think they won't take every opportunity to dominate, to knock you out of first place. Don't think they won't be too happy to buy that office chair you're sitting in a fire sale when you go out of business. Make no mistake, this is an adapt or die scenario. Because if your competitors are doing it, they have the ability to deliver to market sooner. And if they get there faster than you do, they win. Even getting there first is not enough. You have to continue to adapt and innovate. If you look at the big software firms of, let's say, the 1990s and early 2000s, how many of them are still around? How many of them have been replaced? And I'm talking about huge monolithic corporations that made 90% of the software that sat on your computer 10 or 20 years ago. What are they up to now? How many of those things have been knocked out of the first place ranking? How many of those technologies are no longer dominant, no longer relevant, because they've been replaced by someone who continued to innovate and move the dial more frequently? So the idea and the attitude that we don't have a choice is poisonous to an organization. And if you have the opportunity to uncover it, to find it, to root it out, to point to it and say that there is why you're failing. That there is what's going to knock you out of first place. That attitude there is what's going to keep you from being able to compete and dominate in the marketplace in the future. Something to think about, guys. Take a good look around your office space this week. See if you notice that thanks but no thanks attitude towards agility. Guys, you can find me online at badassagile.com or on Twitter at badass_agile and on Instagram at badassagile. Look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, stay badass.